Good afternoon and welcome to the Kingston Library ebook review. I'm Fran and today we're going to be talking about Wild by Cheryl Strayed. This is what the cover looks like here. I don't have a physical copy of the book with me, unfortunately. It is however available on a few of our online platforms, which you can access through our app or our website. It's available as an audiobook on BorrowBox, and it's also available as an ebook on RB Digital, so whichever format you prefer you can access it there. It's also counts as a few of our categories for the adult reading challenge this year. It could apply as number 31, which is a book based on a real person, as this is a non-fiction book. It could also apply as number 12, which is a book without the letter E in the title. It could be category 29, which is a place you'd like to visit if by the end of the book you would like to visit where it's set. And as with all of the books we're talking about, it could be category 15, which is the librarian recommendation. So, Wild by Cheryl Strayed. It's a non-fiction book, as I mentioned. It's about a young lady named Cheryl who, in her mid-20s, was going through a horrible patch in her life. In a very short space of time, she lost her mother tragically, and shortly afterwards sort of fell into drugs, and then after that divorced from her husband. So was sort of one thing after another was sort of pushing her to a very lowest point. And so instead of disintegrating, she decided to bolster herself up, and she decides the only way she can get closure from her mother's death is to hike the Pacific Crest Trail, which is in America, and this trail is over 1,000 miles of rough terrain up and down mountains, from sort of southern California and the Mojave Desert up to Washington. And it's a journey she decides to take completely on her own with absolutely no hiking experience, which is a huge daunting task, but she feels like it's just an escape, and she just feels like it's the only way so she can cleanse herself of all the pain that she's been going through and to come out on the other side of it stronger. And it genuinely is a really inspiring, well-written book that I would 100% recommend. It's really touching, very emotional, and it will make you feel like you can do anything, as she goes through such hardships while on the trail as well. She loses a boot, which is why on the cover of the book there is only one boot, because at the very beginning she tells how she takes her boots off to massage her feet during a break, and one of her boots tumbles down the ravine, leaving her just with one until her next rest stop however many miles later. So she has to duct tape her foot up with a flip-flop just to manage to get to the next rest stop sort of later that day or the next day. And it's that's just one of the things that goes wrong during her trek. It's genuinely terrifying at places, because you just think how many awful things could happen to someone out there on their own top of a mountain, and many things do happen, and it's just a testament to her bravery, really, and to human perseverance. And it's, like I said, it's very inspiring. I think, to me, it does fit into category 29, a place you'd like to visit, because it does make you feel like if she can do this trek, anyone can do it. I probably wouldn't do it on my own though, but it does make you feel like you can do anything, and you want to seize life by the reins and live it to the full. And it's just a really great book, and it makes you feel like you're really there as well every step of the way, through like the hottest deserts to the snowiest mountain peaks, and it's really an adventure, and it's a great thing to lose yourself in. Another thing that pops up in the book as well is sort of the amount of human kindness that you can just come into at any time, which is something that I think we're all experiencing at the moment. And while she is hiking on her own, she does come into contact with some other hikers who might be on their own or within groups, and just how many other people, strangers, are willing to help her in her time of need, which is really heartwarming, and it's lovely to see, and it's just a brilliant book. Once you finish it, you will be really touched by what she went through. So yes, that is our book for today, Wild by Cheryl Strayed. Have you read it before? Have you not read it? Would you read it? Let us know, because it's such a brilliant story. that's the review for today. Do check in. Next week we'll be also starting to do some teen book reviews along with our adult book reviews. They will be at 4 o'clock on every other day, Monday, Wednesday and Friday, just after the adult book review, which are daily. So yes, thank you for watching. Catch you later. Bye.